Guys, the police corruption is real. Okay, the police corruption is very real. So I'm getting live. Hey, Tim Truth, listen, you're not going to believe this. So this is live. This is not me making it up. This is not me, coming up with suggestions or giving input. What's going on right now is real. So I'm going to wait for people to file in because this is really huge. And what I think I might do is I want to make sure everyone can get into this. So I want to go on the Facebook page. I want to let everyone know on the community page that I'm going live right now. We get 21 people watching. That's a good start. So let's go over what happened today, boys and girls. Thanks to David Diaz, I was able to get my phone, get this phone to use. Wonderful phone, and I'm going to keep it in great shape for him. Now, I couldn't get into any of my devices because my account had been attempted to be accessed so many times. So as you saw, I had to do my live streaming from Tow Truck Girl's phone. And at one point, I was able to use her phone she has a 10, right? I was able to use her phone to get into my account and do a live stream from my account. But then I got locked out because another account kept trying to get into mine. So finally, this phone's on a factory reset. So I'm able to go forward as if this was a new phone and sign into my account and my devices. So for the first time since my arrest, I've been able to access Google. So I've taken all the great recommendations from my subscribers out there and I wanted to check what was going on. I wanted to check the history. I wanted to check and see what they were doing with the phone. And I found it, guys. Cop is a thief. Illegal search and seizure. Accountability for all is no longer secure in his persons and papers and effects. His progress may in fact be impeded, and he is subject to illegal search and seizure. That's right, guys. On this one, I'm about to show you how 5947 Officer Bike Douche violated my First Amendment right, my Fourth Amendment right, okay? My Fifth Amendment right in a sense, and I'll explain that in a little bit because I have the right to remain silent, which I did, but they actually logged onto my account and typed in my own chat room. So guys, Jane, thanks for being here. I need you to spread this. Share this with everyone. You'll notice that my live stream just ended a second ago. Uh-oh, guys. Why do you think the live stream ended? Kind of ironic that I show you someone else was accessing my account during my last live stream. I'm on a Samsung Galaxy 8. But when I last went live, about 50 minutes ago, my account was being accessed by somebody else. They're actually typing in the chat room. So I show you guys this guy's address, right? I show you what's going on, and all of a sudden, my stream is suspended. Everything is shut off. And I just had to have a new password sent to my email address while on live with you. I went to change my password, whoever's got my phone is watching, and they locked me out of all my own accounts. Well, guys, let's go over the proof. Let's go over the proof. Because I can just say what I want, right? And I know there's a lot of folks out there that would believe me as they should. But I believe that the evidence will speak for itself. And I'm ready, guys. You saw me down a little bit before. This is live right now. This is live. When you saw me before, I was kind of down. Not so much now. Because I can prove. Now, let's go over everything step by step as people are filing in. I was arrested. And Officer 5947, Officer Bike Douche, takes my phone, as you can see in the footage. There's no question there. So what happens after that is all allegation until I can prove any other proof. But we know that he had my phone. We know that of all the 36 activists that were arrested, only my phone didn't go with me from the A1 area at Boston State and Congress to the A7 precinct. It did not go with me. Now everyone else's bail was $40, but mine was $250. And when I said I could post it, it went up to $540. They asked me to take down the video. They started being very nice when the phone started ringing. When I got out, I was told my phone was at the A1. I went to the A1 precinct. It was not there. I was told it was at the B2. I went to the B2 precinct. I was told it was not there. They gave me a number to call for the bicycle cops. I was told that after that was a mass arrest. They didn't even know who the officer was, right? However, they explained that, yes, I was arrested, and no phone was turned in as evidence. So I said, hold on. Maybe I'm not getting my phone back, but if maybe you guys are keeping it. I just want to know where my phone is. Maybe you're keeping it for evidence. He says nothing was turned in. There is nothing in evidence on the side of your case. So if they plan to use your phone later, they can't because we don't have it. I said, so we just prove two things. We prove, number one, that a police officer that assaulted me was the last person to pick up my phone and take it into his possession. We also prove that, by their own admission, that phone was not put into evidence, which means he committed larceny from a person. So, I'm locked out of my accounts. There's all sorts of weird activity. I can't access my YouTube, my Google, and anyone else's account because so many people are trying to log in. So I get this new phone, and finally today, I go to the lost my phone thing on Google. What do you think I find, folks? What I should find is my phone at the police precinct where I was arrested. So it should show that it was with me, and then that's the end of the story. Do you think that's how it ended? No, because I tracked my phone. It went from where I was at State and Congress. It went to a private residence in East Boston, not the police precinct. I looked, it was nowhere near there. Okay, it was in the GPS picked it up between two residential homes. I looked up the addresses of those residential homes, and until I can get a private investigator to look into it, I'm not going to give any more information. But one of the residents of those homes is part of the Boston Police Officers Police Union. Haven't got a picture on him yet, but I bet it might look like the guy that arrested me. So it goes from where I was arrested to a personal residence, then all the way back to the town hall. There's a small police station underneath, but that's not a barracks, right? It's not a station. So what's my phone doing in there? Well, I can tell you what it was doing. My phone was accessed by a Windows computer. It was accessed by an iPhone. Now, it's not the iPhone that Hot Tow Truck Girl has, because you know what? She didn't find out about my arrest until after, and I certainly couldn't be accessing my phone while I'm in jail and in custody. So, and the other thing was, and I'm going to show you this, it also shows my account was accessed 54 minutes ago. Now, during my live stream, not the last one I just did, but about an hour ago, you saw at the end, accountability for all with the Crown, because I would be posting on my own account, and it said, giggity. And I looked at it and I said, what the hell? And I removed it. And then it said, blue line. I screenshotted it and then removed it. Anthony, why don't you suck on a... Never mind. I'm just going to get rid of you. Bye. Okay? So, 54 minutes ago, while I'm on my own live stream, they accessed my phone. Well, guess what? They don't... Even if there was a warrant for it, it's not an evidence, so there couldn't be a warrant for it. So let's take a look at all this great evidence that we got here today. Timeline. Bang. Okay? So, I'm arrested at Boston City Hall. I'm arrested here, guys. Okay? So my phone goes from where I'm arrested, okay, right here. I am arrested right here. I mean, it's on film. It's not a question. And the phone is moving. And then, guys, I'm in custody. I'm in custody. But my phone drove. How the hell did it drive? Okay, so it's under... I want to see if I can get, like, the miles per hour it went and all that stuff. Okay, so then it traveled on this route. Okay, and it went all the way down. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta scroll down a second. Okay, let's file in. I want to make sure I get a nice close-up here. To a private residence. So let's zoom out now. So I'm arrested and in jail. And look at all the places. Well, I want to click out of this one thing because this is where it's driving. So how do I refresh it? All right, so we'll try again. All right, here we go. So I'm in jail, guys. Awful lot of activity on my phone. Awful lot of activity on my phone. So let's go to my Google account, okay? Check the next part of it. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? So let's check my devices. Now, this is my computer. This is the laptop you're in front of. This is the phone I'm on now. This is my actual phone. In between that, at 12 o'clock, I came live to you from, you know what I mean? Like, this is a computer. I've not been on this Windows computer. This iPhone. 1 hour ago, guys, I'm on a Samsung Galaxy 8. I don't have an iPhone. I was live with you on this Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus. But during that live stream, my account was activated by this iPhone. Now, guys, when I came live to you on this last live stream, as you will see, I said, time to secure my account, okay? Time to secure my account. I'm going to change the password. I'm going to change the password. I don't want these guys accessing my account anymore. So, as I'm thinking of a password, someone says to me, be careful, you know, if there's cops on here, they can hear the keystrokes and figure out what your password is. So, I'm thinking of what my password should be, something I can remember, but something they won't figure out. And while I'm on live stream with you guys, the stream disconnects. Why? Because I was locked out of my account from someplace else before I even entered the password from that same address. So I locked my phone. I put a message on it. Joke's on you, tyrant pig scum. And then I erased it. So if they're going to try and get any more information from it, they can't. But here's the thing. How can they get information from it anyways, guys? A legal search and seizure. Hold on a second. So if they had a warrant, I would have challenged the validity of that warrant in court. But they said there's no evidence. They don't have a warrant. So whatever they're doing with my phone, they don't have a warrant to do it, which makes this even worse, which makes this an even bigger problem. So I just changed all the passwords in my account to something that only I will know, and it's going to be hidden in a place that only I will know about. Oh, I found the house. So I'm contacting a private investigator. I was reeled down about tomorrow, guys. But whatever happens to me, it's retaliation. Because guess what? Well, I'd like to read you an email. Because I was reached out to by Channel 5 News. Now, if you check out the Boston Globe, Mayor Marty Walsh is pissed about all the people that were assaulted. And someone said, well, you know, do you think it's fair to be upset at citizens when 4 of your own police officers were hurt? He said, I'm disgusted by the behavior. So let's take a look. Okay? Let's go into my Gmail account. I want to show you the email that I just sent out to the news. Okay? And we'll see if I've gotten an email back yet. So you guys are going to get the updates as I am. So a lot of people have covered this. Uh-oh, guys. Look, another new device at 3:58. Look at this, guys. Security alert. New device signed in at 3:58. Okay, guys? It's 4:14. I've been on since then. So let's see who this your Google account was just signed into an iPhone. Okay, so that same iPhone has tried to access my account again. You cannot make this stuff up. So now I'm going to go to my sent messages so you can see what I sent you. Hi, my name is Joshua Abrams. I'm a private investigative journalist, civil activist, and First Amendment auditor. Attached, you will find some very alarming footage as you requested. I was covering the Straight Pride Parade when the police began to mobilize and push the crowd back. There was no order to disperse, and the permit had not ended for the parade or protest. My camera is showing an activist very calmly explaining that any peaceful and lawful commands will be obeyed. The next thing you see is someone scream. Tear gas is deployed. I turn my camera, and a police officer already ready with zip ties comes out and tackles me. The feed goes dead. Another 2 camera angles from 2 other people shows my full arrest and capture. You'll see in the other angles that I am filming as a peaceful protester during no police action. The 3 police officers come up from behind me, they grapple my arms, and another officer runs at me head first and begins pushing me, telling me to stop hitting him. Or he was saying, stop touching me, or whatever he was saying. They finally take me down. At this point, my camera stopped rolling. I asked the cop why I'm being arrested. He tells me it's because I called him a pig. So I provided all of the sites that have this, the exact the exact timestamp of that, okay? Now, I've not heard back from them yet, but I only sent it out a few minutes ago, and I want to show you exactly what happened on this other footage in case you guys haven't seen it yet. It's alarming, disgusting, and it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. And if I was upset before that I had some trouble coming up, I'm not upset now. So let's see. Accountability for all, arrested. Accountability for all, then we'll put in arrested. It's trending right now. Arrested. Now this is, if it was something I've searched before, it would show up in red or purple or blue. This is just what people are looking for, guys. They want to know about these scumbag cops. So, we will go to the first one, which is Rod Weber. We'll go to Boston Stringer Media, actually. Boston, all one word, Stringer Media. He gets an excellent view of me resisting arrest. Disgusting, guys. They're saying I'm resisting arrest. You watch this video. You tell me if I'm resisting arrest. It's disgusting. Someone said yesterday I don't have my own laptop. I love how people make shit up as they go along. These are just some people being treated. Disgusting.
I thought the cops were on your side.
Now listen, guys, look at his shirt. His shirt says, I'll go back 1 second. You'll notice these guys because they go around the country, free hugs. They're on the side of the police. They are not on the side of the protesters. When the police mobilize, they go out offering free hugs. He went to give an officer a hug in support of him. And the officer hugged him back.
I thought the cops were on your side.
By spraying with mace. Now we'll fast forward to my footage. Enrique from Auditing America is right there. Now right here you'll see it happen, guys. There I am. There I am. Now I'll go back just a tiny bit so you can see that I get pushed into their arms. I'm filming and then I get pushed into their arms. Here we go. Watch carefully. Right here, I get pushed into these cops' arms by the other cop. I'm saying, what's going on? Bam, he comes in. You see him get me right there? Punches me in the stomach. Let's go back again, guys. I'm going to pause it exactly right there, guys. Right there. This scumbag. We'll go back one more time. I want you to watch as he rolls up on me. You can look at this footage for yourself and freeze frame it. He's going to roll up, push me again. Now, I'm already being held back by 8 people. Comes in, pushes me, and punches me in the stomach. Let's watch again. Right now, he runs at me, watch. Bam, punches me in the stomach. Bam, punches me again. All right, guys, that's the first footage. Now, this is Boston Stringer Media, and this is the name of the video. I got them punching me in the stomach. Would you like to see it one more time? I was resisting arrest while I had 7 people hold me back. This cop ran, pushed me into these guys. They hold me back. And while I'm in his custody, he pushes me and punches me in the stomach twice. And I'm charged with resisting arrest. Maybe my stomach wanted to resist his punches. Let's watch it one more time. Here I am. You'll see him run. There he goes. Run. Bam. Punch. Bam. Punch. And they come after this cameraman because he's filming everything. So let's go back to the other footage from Rod Weber, the activist that was arrested. They choked him up, and he's actually on the police side. He's saying, hey, listen, guys, people just, we know you don't want to be here, So check this out. I want to let you decide for yourself. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Enjoy.
Now, they can't talk to Donald Trump. They can't talk to
My
Nancy
assault
Pelosi.
will come in right
It's
now.
you guys, and I
But
know
you know what?
don't
I
even
want you to
wanna be
listen.
here.
I'm sorry.
You
Hold
want
on.
to go home to your families.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, shit.
I want you to listen to what he has to say, so I won't say anything. He's not threatening the cops. Look at what he's saying to them. And this is why they assaulted. Listen for yourself.
People are much quicker to move, I think.
I'm going to rewind it all the way. Hold on.
What's the next step, guys? Did you give an order to disperse, or you just... What's the next step, guys? Did you give an order to disperse, or you just...
So they have not told us to disperse. So to conduct a mass arrest, they must tell us to disperse. So this is what he's speaking of.
Chilling out. You're going to kettle us in? What's this given... If you give an order, actually, people are much quicker to move, I think. They're here for redress of their grievances. You are the closest thing that they have to a representative of the government. Now, they can't talk to Donald Trump. They can't talk to Nancy Pelosi. It's you guys, and I know you don't even want to be here. You want to go home to your families. Oh, shit.
Here it is.
Shit.
Boom. Just punched the phone out of my hand and pushed me into the cops. Now he's saying I assaulted him. Under arrest. Let's see if the camera agrees. Because I'm standing there filming. And he comes up to me and punches the phone out of my hand. Let's watch again, folks. I'm just there, filming this guy. Not even looking at the police. You'll see them start to run behind. Okay? We're not even sure of what's going on at this point because we're just filming. Watch.
Oh, shit. Shit.
There it is. Now I made contact with him. He runs up to me. The zip ties are already in his hand. He punches the phone out of my hand. Phone goes down. He picks it up, guys. You see him pick it up?
They're coming. They're coming.
So there you have it. I do need a lawyer. I have not followed either of those other channels. I was not aware of them. That gentleman was actually arrested with me. But, hold on. You must see his arrest. You must see his arrest because you saw them punch me. What do you think they did to him? From behind. Let's take a look. I don't want to give it away. Watch this. It will disgust you.
What are you doing?
Look at them. He's walking away. They come up behind him. They put him in a chokehold. And they tell him he's under arrest for resisting arrest.
What for? What for?
And standing up isn't good enough.
Rod Weber, let him go. Please let that man go.
One more time, guys. He's resisting arrest. He's being violent while walking away. See him run up behind? Him. Chokehold.
What for? What for?
He's under arrest for resisting arrest. Well, how can you be under arrest for resisting arrest? Because you must first be under arrest to, in fact, resist that arrest. And you know what? He was on the side. He was there as a peaceful activist to say, hey, guys, listen. These people are, please don't be violent to them. If you give us an order to disperse, we will so disperse. We will obey and follow any lawful commands that you might issue today. You know, you don't want to be here. You don't want to have to deal with this right now. You're the closest form of government that the people have to redress their grievances. So if you'd like us to disperse, we'll, but the people just want to talk to you. You're just like us. He didn't know that the free hugs for cops guys has already got maced by the cops. It's disgusting, and this is the state of America now. This is the state of America. Yeah, that is the guy. That's the guy. That is the gentleman. Now, I'm not sure if he was with Antifa originally, but you'll see my first video where there's a guy with drums and a mask, and he's banging in my face. He's going back and forth like this. He won't let me pass. Well, let me tell you something. This is how I know that the United States and the Constitution is in more peril than it has been since the Civil War and the Revolution itself. I want you guys to if you think accountability for all would ever work with Antifa, if Antifa and accountability for all would back each other up, put a 1. If you think that's totally insane and the world would have to come to an end and the Constitution would need to be dead before that would happen, put a 2. So 1, if you think I would ever work with them, or 2, if you think the world would have to come to an end and freedom must be dead for that to happen. Whole lot of 2s. Now, the people that said 1 are correct, because I will support anyone when it comes to their freedom. But I'm talking about for them to also want to help me. You'll see in that video, it's a picture of a girl holding a sign. I was outnumbered from between 40 to one time to 80 at another time, Antifa protesters. The guy with the drum, banging the drum in my face, pushed me in the face a couple times, assaulted me, harassed me, and it was all because they said, "Oh, we were going to give you an interview, but we thought you were on our side." I said, "I don't have a side. I'm here to report, not support. I'm just here for everyone's free speech." So, well, if you're not with us, you're against us. Neutral is Nazi. So we had this huge issue. So when when the tear gas is deployed, I run to the front lines, and he goes, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Listen, I'm about freedom of speech, and you have the right to peaceful protest. And right now they're deploying tear gas and violently dispersing you for practicing a constitutionally protected activity. And we may totally disagree with what's going on with each other and each other's viewpoints, but I love your freedom of speech, and I will not allow you to have your freedoms violated." So I stood side by side with him, okay? Just against the police, not because I agree with his views. And when he was actually arrested, okay? Because when I was filming this guy, and when the cops took me down and assaulted me, because I stood side by side with him, he jumped into the melee of police. He jumped into it. And he got arrested too for assaulting a police officer. The Constitution is in such peril and such danger that Antifa is even trying to help me. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Hip Hop Sushi. The real Josh is back, and be careful, guys. Look out. If you see some weird videos or weird posts on my Facebook, you can know that people have tried to come after me. Now, people are asking about if I'm working with other people, right? So I started this whole thing alone. And here's the thing. When you show up with a whole bunch of people, the cops might not act the way that they would normally act, for better or for worse, because there's a whole bunch of people there. It could go to a larger audience. If I'm there with a pretty girl, they might not want to act the same way in front of a pretty girl, okay? I started in my part of the movement, in my activism, when I was alone and my rights were assaulted because they saw me as a target. They saw me as low-hanging fruit. And that's how I'm going to continue to act. It's no personal issue that I have with any other auditors, or nothing that anyone's done wrong with me, but I want to find out if they're good or bad and if they'll take advantage of me, and the best way to do that is on my own. The shirt that I had on that day is in a Ziploc bag, and I will be bringing it to court tomorrow, because here's the thing. Here's my main thing I would like to show a judge, that when I was arrested, no mace was dispersed, and then I was immediately put into custody. So why should I have mace on my shirt? There's no reason for it, unless this officer maced me while I was in custody in the back of a baking wagon. Let's go through some questions here. People have a lot of questions, as they should. We just showed the world that these cops are taking my phone. We found my phone. Where do you think it went? Thank God for Google Maps. Flat Earth, I will always stay true to the movement. Everyone should join together, Michael. Jim says, "See, I don't worry about your videos, Josh. The one you always pays us, you show us who's behind the camera, so somebody comes on making a video and they ain't showing much of..." Yeah, well, here's the issue. I'm not so much afraid of them making a video pretending to be me. I'm thinking that to try and discourage the movement, they might put stuff on my community page. They might, make a video about me. They might harass some of my subscribers. So that's why I reset all my accounts. No one will be able to get in now, and the password is pretty much, undiscoverable. Oh, Jim, I know. I'm going to be doing these audits, and I will be the only auditor present, but I'm not alone. I have people here. Okay? Well, Paul, I think my bail was so high, and the answer to that question is also the answer to the question is, out of 36 people, why was my phone the only one that didn't go to my property? Why did we just look at Google Maps to show that my phone, after I was arrested, drove to a private residence where a cop may live, drove to a private residence in East Boston, then drove all the way back to the town hall, and then my account was accessed during my last live stream, and someone actually posted as me on my live stream. Same reason. Retaliation. B. Windland, what did you miss? Which part did B. Windland miss? I want to make sure everyone is talking about it. Yeah, Hip Hop Sushi, you know what that's called? That's called conglomerate terrorism, Hip Hop Sushi, where they try and ban your messages being heard. And trust me, Hip Hop Sushi, I've heard your message, I've listened to your message, and I love your message. And I implore everyone to check out Hip Hop Sushi and see the changes that he's making in his community. So what is it that you missed, sir, that you'd like to see again? Hey, Joe. Joe, some amazing things just happened, Joe Cool. My phone was missing. Well, during my last live stream, someone logged into my account and started typing publicly to the users. And I said, what the hell's going on? I finally got into my Google account, and I found some very disturbing things. I found that during my live stream, the only phone I have is a Samsung Galaxy 8, and someone was logged onto my account with an iPhone. Okay? Someone also attempted to log onto my account with a computer, and then we tracked where my phone went, Joe Cool. Dost your ears deceive you? Let's take a look. Because while I was arrested, my phone drove to a personal residence and then to town hall. And then during my old live feed, I said I was changing the password, and everyone here test that right before I changed the password, I was locked out of all my accounts. So let's take a look. Now, keep in mind, guys, I was in jail, so the places that I could actually be are very limited. Now, okay, look at all the places I went while I was under arrest. The blue timestamp right here showing that I was driving. So I was arrested, okay, at Boston City Hall, and then I went all the way over here to be booked. But my phone drove all the way over here. It went to East Boston, moving, driving, and I'm arrested, okay? I'm arrested, but my phone's doing all this stuff. Now let's take a look at this. This is the computer I'm on now. This was my phone that's missing. This is the phone I'm using. However, an hour ago, someone logged onto my account using an iPhone while I'm live streaming from my Samsung Galaxy 8. They also accessed my account from Windows, okay? So we can show that this cop was the last person to pick up my phone, and we know that he didn't put it into evidence. So maybe if I saw them accessing my phone and doing all this stuff and changing my account information, they have a warrant. Whatever. However, there was no warrant. Hold on, guys. Alexis, thank you so much. Sorry you're stuck in the rain. Thank you. Enjoy. Tell them I said thank you. I will. Thank you, dear. Hold on, guys. Someone just, supports all over the place. Someone just brought a lasagna over for the family. So I'm arrested, and this is what they do to me. Okay? Now, if they had a warrant, maybe they're checking my phone, they're doing all this stuff. But the officer said that my phone was never put in as evidence. They don't know where it is. It's no evidence. So it doesn't even have to do with them using a warrant. What they did is they took my phone after I was arrested. The cop drives to his personal address because that doesn't lie. Okay? Then he drives back to the town hall and he goes into that little police barracks thing, and then they try and sign into my account. So I ended my account, right? I went and said, I'm going to enter my password now. New password. And then my live stream disconnects. before I could enter a new password, because I hadn't even got KSB, thank you so much, man. It's already too late, thank you. Before I could get to the password screen, my live stream stops, because whoever was doing this locked me out of my account before I could change my password. But I changed it anyways. And the support is great. And now here's what I'm worried about, guys. Tomorrow, because obviously the retaliation, my phone's the only one that goes missing. They're using my phone, as I've showed you on Google. On top of that, they're signing me out of my own account. They're writing on my own account. My bail was $250. When I said I could post it, they raised it to $540. They've been threatening me. Now they're sending death threats. You can check out the Accountability for All Facebook page. Someone with the email address advertised blue went to one of our great subscribers that is suffering, unfortunately, from cancer and sent them death threats because they support free speech and me. Okay? So I'm expecting this to happen tomorrow. I posted bail, but the judge can say, well, you know, he incited a riot. They can say whatever they want, and they can institute more bail. And that's what I'm worried about. You folks have been so kind, and I'm transparent as the day is long. I've received super chat I can't touch for like another 8 weeks. And now I can't, 6 weeks, because you get it from the moment I started streaming, it takes like 3 months almost to be able to receive any money. Now it's going to be even longer than that, because I don't have my phone to access my AdSense account. But I got $520. I was going to walk into court and use that to try and get a good lawyer. To try and get a good lawyer. However, now I'm worrying that I might need to be bailed out again. Everyone's gathering. I might need to be bailed out again. So this money needs to be saved, because they could ask me for more bail on top of the bail that I already have. Hold on 1 second, guys. And that, we are concerned, may be the issue. And I'm seriously concerned about that. So hold on 1 second. I'm just, I stopped by. Hey, just want to let you guys know, in a show of support for everything that's going on, my illegal arrest and everything that's happened, the neighbors just dropped by a lasagna as a way to say that they show support, and they know what's going on, and they know we're being targeted. So they brought this lasagna. Next door. I don't want to say their name right now because a whole lot of people are watching. Yeah, I will. So hold on, guys. And here's the thing, guys. My family has gone through hell. Hell and high water. Why? Because people have been calling my parents' house. Now I stay in Wakefield, okay? I do filming here sometimes when I'm hanging out, because my father's 86. He has cancer. My mother's 75. She's a retired teacher. She just had her hip broken. He's going through a lot. They're physically just, they can't do anything. So I'm here a lot to help out. And they've been receiving phone calls, looking up my last name, because I don't have a house phone. I own a cell phone. So they're finding their address. They're calling them, Turtle Boy Sports, calling them, threatening them. I've had people, there's an open court case right now for assault and battery, dangerous weapon, where I was sitting on my house and someone came by and threw a bottle out the window and hit me in the head. Now the phone's ringing nonstop with people saying I better not release any more footage. Obviously advertised blue, and the police are concerned that maybe I have more footage than just the live feed that I released. Yeah, I know that. The first article he wrote about me. And you know what? He could say what he wants. He could say what he wants. It's free speech. But you know what? He's been banned from every single platform because he likes to use slander. He likes to say things that aren't true. And here's the thing. It's all public record, guys. I don't know if he thinks people just won't look. Maybe they'll take his word for it. But maybe that's because he's been around for 4 years and he only has 4,000 subscribers. I will check my PayPal, and thank you everyone so much. And this is what I love to see. You know, my parents have said, you know, you don't live here, but people come by the house. People threaten us. They tell us, like, we're terrible people. My dad's dying of cancer. He's a vet, okay? They tell us that you're this awful person, and we're awful for giving birth to you. And, you know, we're just these terrible people. And my mother cries because they send her articles. You know, they don't send her, she doesn't have the internet. They don't send her the articles of when I'm out fighting for freedom. They send her the shitty articles that Turtle Boy is writing about me, okay? That's what they send her. Thank you, Illinois. And she's just depressed and upset and sick over it. And she thinks that the whole world is out to get her. And what just moved me is it's pouring out here in Massachusetts, guys. It's pouring. Somebody saw what was going on. They walked all the way over here and they cooked a lasagna. They cooked a lasagna to show support to my family, to show them that we're not alone, and that what we're dealing with is basically an act of domestic terrorism. And our rights will not be tread on. Look at this, guys. This is the rain here. The rain. Pouring. Walked over in the rain. Yup. Walked over in the rain to come bring that. And I usually don't talk about my family, but I would like to take a moment because I'm not anything if not honest, okay? So, first of all, my parents didn't give birth to me. I'm adopted. When I was 3 months, I was adopted from Catholic Charities and taken into this house and given every opportunity that any kid could want or ask for, okay? I made some mistakes along the way, and I wound up doing the right thing. I have 2 beautiful kids. Turtle Boy released an article about me when my first video came out. And they said that I pretend to be this cookie cutter guy. Hold on a sec, guys. I pretend to be this cookie cutter guy that's never got in trouble. Blah, 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 blah. And I have this big secret and they're going to expose me. Now, here's how they expose me. I'm hiding everything from the world, but the way they expose me is by taking public posts that I released on my own Facebook. So I'm hiding everything, and their evidence that I'm hiding things is posts that I put out about not hiding things. Regardless, it's really something special. So my parents from day one, they don't understand this. My dad's 86, he's a retired vet. He knows all about his oath to the Constitution. He was in UDT, Underwater Demolitions Team. He's 86, my mother's 74, 75. She was a teacher for 38 years. My dad, she grew up in the projects in Woburn. My father grew up in the slums of Revere when there was still an amusement park there. Thank you, KSB. And they gave me every opportunity for life. And they don't understand how this internet stuff works. They just know that the phones are going off the hook, that people are knocking on the door. People are crashing, literally crashing into our garage, breaking it, assaulting us with bottles, sending death threats. And they're distraught. They're broken over this. And they said to me the other day, what did we do? What did we do that we deserve this? And they were almost mad at me. They hadn't seen my work. They've seen what people are saying about me. So I showed them a little bit of my work. And I think that they were impressed. You know, they saw that I was doing something. And they were still so upset by everything everyone's doing. And they thought that they were here in this alone. And then in this bullshit rain, somebody walks over to drop off a lasagna. People call from all over the world. People bring phones. They might ask for a bail tomorrow. I have $520 to pay that bail. If they ask for more than that, I'll be in jail. But at least when I go, I know that I might be conducting the audits alone. But I myself am not alone. The world is watching. The world is holding these guys accountable. And as you've just seen on the computer, these tyrants will stop at nothing. But I'm not going to give up. My folks aren't going to give up. Now, I showed you guys a trespass order that lady gave me, which had my address. It's not here. I don't live at home with my parents. I'm here quite a bit. I did stay with them for a little bit while I was figuring out housing arrangements during a breakup. And, you know, my father has cancer. He's pretty much bedridden. And my mother just broke her hip. So I'm here a lot helping these guys out. Hawkeye, I'm going to check the account. I have not been able to check PayPal today. Yesterday, I took out the cash as it came in because I was afraid that the government would be trying to retaliate against me by taking the account. So we take the cash out, we give it to Tow Truck Girl. We take the cash out, we give it to Tow Truck Girl. And when I last checked yesterday, I was at about 520. and I started sending out emails. So anything that came in last night after around 5 o'clock, I'm not aware of yet. But I really appreciate it. I won't be able to access anything on YouTube money. I wasn't going to be able to access it for another 3 to 6 weeks anyways. But now that I don't have my phone, it's going to be even harder. But this PayPal money is going to, it's going to help me out and get me through. And the link has been put in the description, www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. And I'm going to have supporters there. And I want you to check out Mass Accountability. Because if I don't make it out of court tomorrow because I was held, he will be covering it immediately. That's Mass Accountability. Thank you, Sarah. You know, right now, the support's overwhelming me. And I was nervous. This morning you guys even said, well, you're a little quiet today, Josh. But you know what? Knowing that we're doing something that these police can never do. Their job is to disperse people. Their job is to make people run. Their job is to make people hide. We're bringing, thank you, Otto, and thank you, Lucian. We're bringing people together. We are bringing people from across the street in a rainstorm to help me. We're bringing people from across the United States to help Joe Luna and help him. We are people call the PD in Chicago for Joe Cool. We are people having demand the people and the truth for Auditing America and for all the other folks out there that can't get this help. I'll bring that up for you. Please. So we're here for everyone. Now I just stopped by because the neighbor called me and said we want to drop off something to you, to your parents. Are you home? And they weren't home. And now my mother just got home because she has to do it by herself and bring in the groceries. So I'm going to help do that, and I appreciate you. We'll be checking in live again, and I appreciate everyone knowing and everyone saying that we're not alone. Because the phone calls to try and harass my parents, the police retaliating, right? All the people out there that think that we're just going to take this and we're going to stand by, we're not alone. You're not alone. They're not alone. And they might dish it, but it'll be served right back and it'll be paid in full. Thank you so much. www.paypal.me/accountability-for-all. And they won't tread on our rights. And if you don't hear back from me tomorrow, check out Mass Accountability. And he'll give you an update on what's going on. But we have Channel 5 News now covering my illegal arrest and assault. We have people from all over YouTube covering it. So we are going to bring them accountability. All the way from Norway. Thank you, KSB. No justice. And this is loud and clear. This is for the cop that might be watching me on my own live stream, on my own phone. This is for the cops that stood by and didn't honor their oath while I was being assaulted by Joe Luna and Joe Cool and all the people across the great states of America. Right? This is for all the bootlickers that support their domestic terrorism. No justice. No peace. Fuck the police. This United States of America, for accountability, for liberty, for justice, for all. For you, for me, for her, for him, for Joe Luna, for Joe Cool, for Auditing America, for our tow truck girl, for everybody. We won't be tread on. We won't stop. We won't give up. We won't quit. We, the people. And that's the reason, tyrants, that we, the people, will be stopping you until the day that freedom is restored in this country. And until then, let those bells ring, baby, because we ain't quitting. Neither will I, neither will you, and neither will we. I salute you, and thank you for your freedom.